representing Regions 7 and 25, Zing!
The emotion and feeling that went through each of us, I mean, it was just probably electricity because we were all holding on to each other and you could just feel everybody's energy and excitement through the four of us.
How can it be? You made a wreck out of me. You turned the tables on me.
Newton resident Melanie Williams is one of four members that make up this award-winning barbershop quartet called Zing.
Zing formed in 2002.
Just 8 years later, the group was named the Sweet Adelines International 2010 Quartet Champions.
And so for us to win was quite an amazing experience and also feat, yes.
That's awesome, that was funny. I like that. Pun intended.
Yeah, it was.
After 3 years of being in the top 10, these women were crowned the winners of the competition in Nashville, Tennessee last October. It took a big gamble to get there, too.
This last year, we added a new member to our quartet. We added a new baritone in January of 2009 and went to international then that October. She had lots of experience as far as singing on the international stage and winning regionals. But when you add a new member that late in, or a new member at all, it takes a little while to get everybody kind of used to the sound.
Again, yeah, just like the sting of a bumblebee. How did this happen to me? I see that you.
And the minute she joined us, we were like, oh, this is good.
You gave me a shot.
This is really good.
Obviously, it was good. Better than good, actually. It was good enough to beat out 52 other regional champion quartets from all over the world. Quartets from Sweden, Canada, England, Australia, and New Zealand were there too.
Never could carry a tune.
The road to this title can be a long one.
We had our highest that we had placed at international was 5th place. And then the past 2 years prior to Mary joining us, we were 7th place, 2 years in a row.
The members of Zing are scattered all over the state. These women travel hundreds of miles every week just to rehearse.
But it's well worth it.
Okay, our next song is just kind of is from the heart, and what's kind of our singing is all about.
This is the second crown for one member of the group. Susan Ives won her first international competition as part of a group called Classic Edition back in 1998.
Your eyes in stars above.
Susan is from Tecumseh, Kansas, which is just outside of Topeka. Olathe, Kansas resident Michelle Hungate has been singing barbershop since high school.
Let go, I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow.
The final and newest member of the group hails from Oklahoma. Mary Ray and her husband live in Norman.
So who decides where you guys meet? Do you meet in the middle or do you take turns going?
The middle is actually my house because with Mary in Oklahoma City, the other two drive down.
Since they make such a long trip, they usually spend the entire weekend rehearsing.
We do that probably twice a month.
Driving across Kansas is the easy part. Believe it or not, this isn't the only sacrifice these women make to become the best of the best.
It's called word association.
Oh, Susan, it's a lot more complicated
Well,
than
here's
that,
the
really.
first one. Queen of the Nile. Cleopatra. Right. Oh, good. All right. Next one. Ruler of Great Britain.
Queen Elizabeth!
Oh, it's working, I can tell.
They may look like they're playing around, but these women take competition very seriously, hiring all kinds of experts to help them get to the top.
So we got different coaches this year, and we would go to Ohio. We would fly in to Indianapolis, rent a car, drive to Cincinnati. We coached with her several weekends that way. We also got a showmanship, judge who also does coaching.
You came along when everything was wrong and put a song in my heart.
And it's really important to get the coaching, but then you also have to have the right songs, the right look, you have to be more trendy. So we changed costumes, kind of did some different things, you know, as far as hair and makeup to really make ourselves more current and fun.
And yes, they are
We wrote
fun.
this next song in 10 minutes in Frankfurt, Germany, while soaking in a bathtub. We're going to do it for you in 3 minutes right here in Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, fully clothed.
Since winning, Zing has had a pretty busy schedule.
We've loved our year, and we've got shows and performances throughout this year, already through next year. So that's great to know that we're, you know, in demand and that people are wanting us to be a part of their show.
Zing was even featured in an article about the Sweet Adelines in this issue of the American Profile magazine.
Just to be able to say that I am a queen of, you know, Sweet Adelines is quite an amazing feat for me. When you think about all the women that compete year after year, put in a lot of hours and time, money, just as we have, and there's only, you know, one quartet gets chosen each year. And so, yeah, I'm pretty happy right now.
The members of Zing aren't the only Kansans wearing an international champion crown, though. Melody Wright has one, too. Her quartet, called the Shondells, won the honor back in 1977.
So I'm kind of an antique queen, kind of.
The competition moves every year. The year Melody won, the international competition was held in London, England.
We had no idea that we would win that year. We had been working very hard, and we had coaching and special costumes and special music.
That's amazing. What's going through your mind when you finally win after working so hard to get there?
You know, it's really crazy because you're thrilled and yet you can't believe it. It's like a dream come true, kind of like Cinderella, you know.
That wasn't the end of her career with the Sweet Adelines, though. Melody's been involved with the organization for almost 50 years. Now she's the director for the Wichita Sweet Adelines, a singer, and a coach herself. In fact, Melody was one of Zing's first coaches, but winning her crown is one of her greatest memories.
I gotta be cool, I relax, I get hip, I get on my tracks, take a back seat, I hitchhike, I take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready, crazy little thing called love.
But you carry the title for your entire life. You wear the gold medal, you wear the crown when we go to competition. And there's maybe, I'd say, maybe 200 ladies in an organization of 30,000 that have this honor. We have new queens every year. So it's just really quite a thrill.
Crazy little thing called love. A crazy little thing called love.